Hello there. We are Team Mesh, and this is the executive summary presentation of our project on the Canadian immigration system. In this summary, we will go over the history of Canada's immigration system, the change in income that has occurred among Canadian immigrants, the immigration settlement and integration services in Canada, and recommendations that will help enhance the Canadian immigration system. After the Second World War transpired, Canada began to understand the importance of immigration for building a nation and growing the economy. This led to the introduction of the world's first non discriminatory immigration point system in 1967. The Immigration Act was passed in 1976 and distinguished immigrants into different subclasses, such as independent immigrants selected through the point system, a class for family members of Canadian citizens, and refugees. A new Canadian Multiculturalism Act was also adopted in 1988 that acknowledged multiculturalism as a fundamental characteristic of Canadian society with an integral role in shaping Canada's future. Beginning in the late 80s was a shift in focusing on admitting economic immigrants into Canada. This led to the Federal Skilled Worker Program becoming the heart of Canada's immigration point system, where points were awarded for characteristics that would make immigrants more likely to secure a job within Canada. This led to a large trend for economic immigrants to settle in large cities, causing a drop in a number of immigrants settling in the prairie provinces. This trend gave way to the creation of the Provincial Nominee Program, which allowed provinces to nominate immigrants that met the economic needs of that province. The express entry system was implemented in 2015 with the intention of streamlining the immigration process. All applications under express entry are done electronically rather than on paper, which allow for greater speed of transmission and organization of applications. The comprehensive ranking system that the express entry system uses ranks candidates on characteristics such as age, level of education, official language proficiency, Canadian work experience, and arranged employment upon arrival in Canada. As Canada is focused on economic immigration, we wanted to look at the income levels of immigrants in Canada to see if there were any improvements in income levels based on this focus. From 1990 to 2016, principal economic immigrants saw an income increase of 90% in average income compared to the 17% by non immigrants. Looking at skilled immigrants coming into Canada before and after the introduction of express entry, their initial earnings were higher as average income increased from $27,200 in 2014 versus $32,700 in 2015. They also saw greater income growth, as in 2014 it was $10,000 growth or 37% increase versus 2015 where it was $14,200 of growth or a 43% income increase. When looking at visible minority migrants and non visible minority migrants, the average income for non visible minority immigrants was $63,200 in 2016. Among visible minority groups, Latin American migrants had the highest income with $59,600, while South Korean and Japanese immigrants had the lowest average income of $35,300. This means there is an income penalty of between 6% and 44% to visible minority immigrants, implying problems that visible minority immigrants face when coming to Canada compared to non visible minority immigrants. Early settlement and integration services in Canada were often delivered by a variety of nonprofit organizations run by volunteers. In 1950, the government created the Citizenship Branch at the Federal Department of Citizenship to further support programs that were aimed at helping integrate immigrants into Canada. In 1974, the Immigrant Settlement and Adaptation Program was created to help support organizations that provide direct services to newcomers. In the 1990s, the Federal Integration Strategy was developed to enable provinces to take active roles in the governance of settlement and integration. The Canadian Immigrant Integration Program was a program launched in 2010 that provided pre arrival services to immigrants and their dependents to help prepare them for the Canadian labour market. Although Canada has a variety of programs to offer, there are still four main problems that migrants face. The first is information and guidance, the second is employment, third is language and culture, and the fourth problem is health and well being. The first recommendations of this section are made to help promote better social inclusion amongst migrants in Canada. The first way to promote social inclusion is to provide services to immigrants at all stages of their life. The second way to promote better social inclusion would be separating immigration services for each type of immigrant. And the third way is to help improve family sponsorship for immigrants already in Canada. These next recommendations focus on human capital, as it is important to help support economic immigrants by providing them capital needed to succeed. The first way to do this is provide services that will help skilled immigrants understand the soft skills that come with working in Canada. The second is by installing more bridging programs within Canada, as a huge problem faced by migrants is lack of recognition of foreign credentials. The third is to invest in human capital for migrants through the establishment of firm specific programs that help migrants understand the industry they're working in and socialize them to the new setting. Thank you.